Capricorn, hi, good morning. This is your channel messages for let's see what it is, for the 29th of July. Capricorn, your channel message is, wait, let me fix up a little. Your channel message is the Prime Minister and the Devil. So, I'm getting something is very satanic. I'm getting a lot of Satanists are involved. This is not white supremacists. You need to know what the difference is. White supremacists believe that their bloodline is superior than all race because they think that they're in a race war. Sweetie, nobody came for white. Hitler never come for white people. The biggest race war, race. The biggest, the biggest race war, the biggest race, it either was between the Jews, and it wasn't even race, because what is race? Even though they said Jewish is a race, sometimes I can't. Other people from other countries cannot tell Jewish people if them in normal clothes different from white people. Them just think it's the same race. That's why it's so weird for Rastas to say them Jewish because them black. Okay, so I'm getting white supremacists. Them believe that them is a superior race. Them believe them have a race. We need to make sure that our race is pure. You don't have to go out and fight. You don't have to be training in Mortal Kombat or Quaker or Black Ops to keep your white blood superior. All you have to do is continue reproducing with white women. If you keep populating the planet with white women, then your race will be dominant. So I don't know why I wanna have so much energy when it comes down to this race war. Anyways, so I'm getting something. Capricorn, I'm getting something very satanic. Exactly. I'm getting it's not just white supremacists. I'm getting is satanic people. Now, is it fair to say that most Satanists are white? You know, what about the Asians? We never hear any Asians doing any satanic work. They're always doing ohms and like lams, you know, they always doing Tai Chi, you know, the Asians never. I mean, so it's not diverse. Exactly. So I'm getting something with the Prime Minister. No, the Prime Minister exists in certain countries like Jamaica. We don't have a president, we have a Prime Minister. Canada, we say prime ministers, we don't say presidents. America, you say presidents. We're getting something about the prime minister and the devil. So we're getting something about the prime minister and the Capricorn. Is your prime minister a Capricorn? We're getting something about the Capricorn. And your prime minister, let's go ahead and go into your reading. Don't ask me, this is the message I got. Let's go. I'm getting this is not racial. Because Satanists don't come in color, they come in belief. That's what you're supposed to be scared of. Don't be scared of the skin color can give symptoms, but you shouldn't be scared of the skin color. Be scared of the belief. Okay? You don't have to be white to be a Satanist. You know? You don't have to be black to commit certain crimes. Always remember that. Let's go. First card out is cigarettes. Okay, I'm getting something about Satan. Satan usually uses cigarettes. Is this something about an overdose? Or am I getting a heart attack? It could be something about your prime minister and cigarettes, something like that. We also, Capricorn. We have spirit guide. We're getting something about a Capricorn. We also have Gemini. So we have Capricorn, we have Gemini. I feel choked up. We also have Scorpio. Scorpio rules the dead. And we have Illuminati. Yeah, we're getting something about the prime minister and the devil. We're getting something that's very satanic. It's not superior, it's not supremacist. Again, that's not what you're dealing with. You're dealing with Satanists or something like that. You have Illuminati. We're getting Gemini. We have Gemini cigarettes and Scorpio. Let's see what your cards say. We're getting something about the Prime Minister. Something about the Prime Minister. Or something about the Minister. Oh, I had messages. Also, we're getting something about, or I was getting somebody have blood on them hands. Now, I should say this, even though it might stir up a lot of chaotic feelings when it comes onto the nation of Canada. No, what is the face of Canada? You know, we talk about the face of Jesus a lot, but let's focus on close to home. What do you think? They say that the natives were here first, and then because of the war and colonization, white people took their land. But is the face of Canada native? Because native people believe in cigarettes. Native people live on a reserve. But when me think about Canada, me think about, and I notice, they're talking about discrimination. I notice when it comes on to the political industry, I don't see any white women. Lot of diversity, but not so diverse for the people who live here. Why am I not seeing a white mayor run? I'm not seeing a white woman run. I see a white woman back in a Indian. With the Chinese people running for mayor. I'm not seeing a white woman. I say white man I run for mayor. The white woman them not run for mayor. I understand how weird it would be, to say that white is the color of Canada when Canada was built on the so-called native land. But natives to this day, don't they still live in the native people still have them tradition, right? So even though it's so-called their land, when we think about Canada, we don't think about a country full of cigarette smokers. Me don't think about a country where it's on a reserve and only eating fresh fish from frozen places and only living in one igloo, not igloo, the thing. Even though we know them indigenous, but Jamaican people have indigenous too. But that don't mean indigenous Jamaicans run Jamaica. That's not the face of Jamaica. If you look on if you go to the Emancipation Park and you look on the statue, if you look on the coat of arms with the two, is it tainos and them in leaves and with breasts and then have the fruit basket, that is not the face of Jamaica though. Jamaica says out of many is one people. But even though the coat of arms have that indigenous tribe, that indigenous representation on it, that's not the face of Jamaica. We're getting something about cigarettes or something about this Caucasian woman. I'm also getting there's blood on someone's hands. I'm also getting they're buying them are buying test papers. I don't know if that means in the educational system they're buying test papers or I'm getting when I buy blood work, something about blood work when I'm buying. I don't know if you're buying blood. We're getting on to buying blood work, something like that, or something about blood work. Let's go. Is it something about very thick blood, like sickle cell, anemia? The blood thick, very, very thick. I'm getting the blood thick. Let's go. That sounds like sickle cell. It's thick. Like it. Okay, this is graphic. I'm getting it's not flowing. Like it don't run. Like if the person get cut, it don't run. Like the person don't lose a lot of blood, it don't spray. I'm getting it thick, it very thick. Like maple syrup, thick. I'm getting it thick. Actually, the maple syrup that Aunt Jemima, maple syrup was very thick. Even though them said that's corn syrup, but the real maple syrup not thick, it thin. It run almost like water. The real maple. When I came here, I said, I don't want that. I said, well, Aunt Jemima. I want Aunt Jemima. And that was really weird because the maple syrup come from Canada. But that real maple, it kind of watery. No, me think Aunt Jemima was the real one. I think the thick one, the thick pancake syrup, and it thick and it come up. I think that was the real one. I never know the water one was the real one. Let's go ahead and go into your reading. Let's see what's happening. We're getting something thick. It's not, it don't. So we're the Four of Cups. Okay, we're getting you saying no. You're saying no to blood work. Something is a no. Something about a no. We also have the Seven of Cups, and we also have we're getting something about a birth chart. When you're looking at someone's birth chart, we get first of all, basically when I perform magic on somebody. The Four of Cups. We're getting a need to get somebody open or more comfortable to do something. We're getting a need we're getting trying to orchestrate someone's footsteps, meaning you need to get them to do something. We're getting you look on somebody's birth chart and we're getting you practice magic. Seven of Cups, but we're getting something about the magic not taking, like it's not affecting the person the way it's supposed to. We're getting something about a birth. We're getting the Prime Minister. Something about a Scorpio and a Gemini. We also have the Ten of Cups. Yes, something about your family. Your birth chart and your family, something about your birthday. But me getting them at the magic, but something is not being, it not take to you, it not work. It could be because of your birth chart. Maybe you have certain aspects that protect you from certain type of magic. But maybe somebody's saying, but yeah, but you're okay. So if rich families, the magic on poor families for harvest them or for keep them in a poverty, me getting, say for example, you're the black sheep of the family. You're the one who's going to become the millionaire. Me getting these people are this family. I'm getting a prime minister to this deal. I swear to, that's what I'm getting. But me getting maybe all of Uno was under the same spell work. Your whole family. It could be a generational curse, a family DNA. Me getting something when it involved with some type of, is politicians, political thing. Speaking of political thing, how you mean to tell me said how you mean to tell me said the Jamaica constabulary force? How you mean to tell me say the Jamaica constabulary force, right? How you mean to tell me say on the pepper spray Desmond Mackenzie? What them spray Desmond? Them spray Desmond. Why on the spray Desmond? You know, some meet Desmond already. Why on the spray? Is it because of political reasons on the spray Desmond Mackenzie? Why on the spray the MP? Is it because of my JLP? What is happening? We meet Desmond Mackenzie already, you know. On the spray him for. So I don't know if your family in some type of political thing. We're getting the whole, all of the groups in a weird, it could be very impoverished, very dirty, very limited education. We're getting one kid get away. But we're getting them, I say, you know, you come from this, we're getting the family where you come from, you're not supposed to make it out. Okay, I'm getting something systematic on your family. Maybe your family did witness a death. Or your family did know information about like high politicians or some type of CIA things. For some reason, your family was a curious person. Them might research this online, or them did witness a murder, or them knew about something. So me getting your whole family, they kind of get like pushed into poverty. Me getting you getting out, and then wondering how is it that we're doing this magic on you and it's not working. It's because of your birth chart. Me getting somebody, me getting beer politician involved. Me getting somebody, your prime minister and the devil. Now I'm literally get them, put the whole of your family in a one bucket with the devil. And like for the whole of your life, you're gonna get tormented. You're gonna feel stuck. You will never get out. I'm getting all of them just went dead poor. Let's clarify. We had the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, did your mom grow up in a very impoverished place? It could be something about unemployment. Was your mother unemployed? Like, was she an unemployed woman? Like, she never have work. She couldn't find work, or she just wasn't interested in work. Like, them cut off our legs. We also have the Three of Cups. Or we're getting something about is girls. If majority of them is girls, you use the girls for do it. No, I don't know if this is something about like prostitution when it comes down to politicians. It could be that, something like that. Or like some type of trafficking, sex trafficking. Because it could be them, we're getting, wait, let's clarify again. We have the angel. Yeah, we're getting some boy your birth chart. We're getting what they did to your mother, they're doing to you. I don't know if your mom's still alive. Me getting them a read your birth chart and them a say, but the birth, like them a prefer match. Me getting the devil and the fucking prime minister, or the devil and some politicians. There's some satanists. Them a prefer magic by you. And me getting them like, yeah, the magic is being rejected. Maybe if your mother was a satanist and she was a part of a cult, maybe your mother was responsible for performing magic on you when you were younger. So when you're younger, things would happen like you're very, very obese as a kid, but you don't eat a lot. Things could be like you always suffer from migraine. Maybe you always have vomit every time, or you used to have anxiety attacks. Me getting something where your mother used to do something to you. Like for me getting them a look on your birth chart and them saying that this two straight is literally an angel. It's an earth angel. It's like God and then you. Literally, that's what I'm getting. So I'm getting them a look on your aspects and them I say, wait, this in the maybe you have an aspect in Capricorn will save you. Because if them doing spell witchcraft on you, Capricorn, Capricorn rule magic because it's binding. It's about attachments and overindulge. Yeah, overindulging things, sex, love, money, anything. Maybe you have a significant Capricorn placement in your birth chart will save you. If you never had that Capricorn placement, you'd have dead. You'd have overdose. You'd have pass out in a fucking bathtub. You'd have fall off a cliff. You'd have drop off of somewhere. Maybe that's what happening. Cause me getting a group of witches, but them satanic. It don't even have to be men. It could be women. One more. We have the King of Swords. The Four of Swords. I'm getting some about a lot of women. I'm getting something about something about your family. I'm getting something about the male in your family. Something what the males in your family did affected the girls in your family. I'm getting like some maybe your father, your brother, your uncle, somebody did know about some type of killing when it came on to a big government entity or a politician. Or maybe them was familiar with a high up judge or doctor or somebody in a politics, and them did know say them wear a cloak, them wear a mask. So me getting because of that, them the whole of your family get blacklisted basically. Some type of debt. We're getting somebody, the prime minister and the devil. But again, if you have, so maybe you have a grand trine in a Capricorn. Maybe you have a grand cross in a Capricorn. Maybe you have a selected cross in a Capricorn. And if you have a selected cross in Capricorn, that means it would be Capricorn. If it's a cross, it would have to be 90 degrees apart. So it would be Capricorn and Cancer. So that means you have something in your chart that links to Capricorn and a link to Cancer. Cancer is your mother. Capricorn will rule hierarchy. Because me getting them did the same thing to your mother. And it's like your mother became, like she just sit down. She never did much. It could be like kids who talk about their mom being on welfare for years and never did anything. And then you come up being a rich kid. Me getting something what the government do to your mother. Because Cancer rule the mother, and then you're going to have if it's a cross, you're going to have an aspect, a 90 degree apart, up to Capricorn. So I'm getting the devil did have your mother, but the devil can't get you. Or them used to perform witchcraft on your mother, and me getting them to perform witchcraft on the daughters, them too. Me getting something about them can't get you. Them can't get you. I'm going to leave it here, Capricorn. We're going to the next reading, so I will be back